Românilor, președintele Partidului Popular European, Manfred Weber, a acordat un interviu exclusiv pentru Antena 3 CNN. Evident, Sabina Iosub a reușit această performanță. Să-l urmărim, acest interviu.
Mr. President, thank you for being with us at Antena 3 CNN. You are here in Bucharest, in Romania, still not part of the Schengen area.
That's true, and that's why already is a step now to have at least on sea and the air border now the freedom of movement fully implemented is a good step. But we will not give up, especially EPP. We are fighting, we are trying to convince our Austrian friends to really make the full enlargement for Schengen, for Romania, Bulgaria. That's needed.
Nehammer will be here tomorrow. Is it possible to convince him tomorrow to give up, let's say, to give the vote for Romania, as we deserve?
Absolutely. Romania deserves it. Also Bulgaria deserves it. So from a facts point of view, things are crystal clear. What we have is an Austrian problem. You know, in Austria, populists, EPP and the Socialist Party are against the Schengen enlargement. So all the major parties are doing this. We have a domestic Austrian problem and we have all work hard to overcome this. So I invite all of the socialist friends to help us, that everybody is convincing the Austrians to do the necessary steps now.
Mr. President, is it the time for a Romanian to be in a top position, a leader in the EU?
Well, Romania has these kind of leaders, yes, there are people who are capable to do so, but first of all, you know, in democracy people have to say. So what we are doing in this moment of time is presenting our ideas for the future of Europe, and there keeping peace inside of European Union, war in Europe, but at least in European Union to keep peace, and the second to keep prosperity, so the economic growth for Europe, where Romania has a great success story behind in the last years. So to keep these two things is our key promise to the voters for voting for PNL here in Romania, for example, for the EPP parties all over Europe. And we present also the candidates. So Ursula von der Leyen as Commission President to continue, also Roberta Metsola as President of Parliament to continue the job. So we have strong, convincing personalities here in the country. Also Klaus Johannes as the President who delivered a great job over the last 10 years. So we are fit, we are strong, and we want to lead.
How do you see this coalition that was made here in Romania between SD and DPP, if we are looking at the European parties, PSD and PNL?
You know, it's a national decision, so I respect fully the idea behind. On European level, it's quite similar. We have to work together as the Democrats to keep Europe together, and especially to fight against the populists and the extremists. And everybody must know that if you vote here in Romania for populists, for extremists, they are ending up in the European Parliament in groups who are refusing the support for Romania financially, for example, who take the recovery fund into question, who take the solidarity financially into question, and those parties who are the friends of Putin, so who wants to destroy our way of cooperation. So that's why my appeal is vote for those who have really an impact on European level, and the PNL candidates are part of the biggest group in the European Parliament. They have really real influence on the decision-making process. That is my message for the 9th of June.
What is, in your opinion, the biggest danger for the European elections? The extremism, the absenteeism, something else?
Well, democracy is weak if people don't care. Then democracy is weak. That's why my first message is please take it serious. It's 5 minutes, 10 minutes to go to the ballot box and to vote. So that is the first message. The second message is don't vote for those who want to destroy our European cooperation, and don't take European solidarity, freedom of movement, don't take this for granted. It can change. If Le Pen in France wins, then she will immediately say, I don't care about Romania, I don't care about Poland, I don't care about the Baltic countries. So that is what is coming back. The nationalism, the egoism can come back. And that's why please support those who want to have strong nations, but also to be among family, to be European. That is our offer as European People's Party, and you can count on us. The last years were good years for Europe. The economic development in Romania was a good one, and we want to continue this.
Here in Romania you are closer to the war in Ukraine. You know what an effort was put by Romania during this war for helping Ukraine and solving as much as possible the problems over there. Are you preparing as the European Union for a longer war? Preparing, I don't know, for having an army of the European Union?
Well, I'm sure that Putin has a bigger plan. Ukraine is only one step for him. as he did already in Georgia, as he did already in Syria. He supported Assad, the killer of his own citizens. He supported this mass murder. So his plan is obviously a bigger one. He wants to restore his idea of Moscow, the center, and other territories are occupied and a part of the Russian Empire. That is the old thinking, an imperial thinking. We in Europe, we practice another idea. We practice of lowering the importance of borders, that we are together as friends, we work together, we respect each other. The Romanian vote is equally than the German or the French vote. So that is our idea of Europe. And that's why a lot is at stake. And this means for us as European People's Party, Europe must be so strong that Putin is not wasting any thought of attacking us. We have to be strong, also militarily, from this perspective. That means to create a single market for defense. That means to have a commissioner for defense on European level. We have to become stronger in the next mandate to save peace in the European Union.
Are you looking also at the result of the elections in the US? Because it depends who's winning on what type of policy will conduct.
Well, I'm a transatlantic politician. I love to work together between Europe and America. But what we hear there, also especially from Donald Trump, is worrisome. Is a message of concern for us. If I may say, I have a little bit of understanding from an American point of view. We cannot expect that 330 million Americans will permanently defend 440 million Europeans. So what I mean is, Europe has to be ready to defend ourselves with our own means. That is what we have to do now. And we cannot rely anymore on America. We have to pay it, we have to do it together. And if we do it together, we are capable, we can do it. We have the resources for doing so. That's why let's believe in a European defense pillar. Let's build this up now in the next years, that we can really protect ourselves. That's the moment to do it.
Are some mistakes made by the European institutions in the last years? Because we are seeing a lot of protests even today here in Bucharest. The farmers, you know what was the situation in your country, in Germany, and all around the European Union. So are some mistakes made?
Well, we always learn out of the developments, and I'm committed to the Green Deal. I think climate change, to protect our climate, is a historic need and task for us.
But I guess without killing the farmers.
Exactly. We have to do this in a pragmatic way, listen to farmers first before we do legislation. That's why the EPP group in the European Parliament stopped some of the Timmermans proposals on European level, which went really against the interests of farmers, killed the farmers' business model. And that's why when I meet with farmers, I have a lot of them who tell me, we are on your side when it is about biodiversity, when it is about animal protection, and when it is about protecting our environment. But let's listen, let's take care about their interests. That's the EPP way and not the left-minded ideological approach of doing politics. We don't have to lecture people, we have to listen to people. That's our approach.
Mr. President, how important is Romania?
Very important. It's a great country inside of the European Union. The success story over the last years was impressive. You know, I have in mind, for example, the disaster when the disco burned years ago, when we had this rule of law, this corruption question behind, and then institutions reformed. Klaus Johannes was insisting in this. Demonstrations were out in the streets. So you saw the will of the Romanians to become a modern democratic society in today's world, and that was impressive to see. Also economically, Cluj and so on, the Silicon Valley of Europe of today. So that's why we see really Romania as a modern country. You can be proud about this. But that was embedded in being part of Europe. Without this, it would have been impossible to do so. That's why let's see it together. Let's continue this success story. We need the ideas from Romania, not only for Romania, but also for the future of Europe.
The Romanians are watching you right now. Please give them a message.
My message is take the European elections serious and strengthen those who have really a say for Romanian interests to defend them on European level.
Mr. President, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.